Okay. I don't even know what's under there. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Scope. There it is. Let's try to get this right. I had trouble with one camera. Then I realized, oh, it's unplugged. So then you get to shut down the software, and plug it in, and load it back up. And then this happens. Okay, I'm going to have technical difficulties for a little bit. But I learned all I got to do is hit this button and wait 10 seconds and hit it again. And then go get my damn hammer. It's moving. Oh, good. What's this one? That's the other one. Okay, we have the home. We got the scope. We got the screen. We got more screen. We got the wide. Yep. The great that can go. Cover photo. There we go. It's Friday Night Madness. Let's see what the hell we got today. And of course, the unknown coin guy who never leaves. How's everybody doing today? I just got my hair done. It's looking real sexy. Yeah. I think we're there. Camera. Good. Look, we got after that conversation last night. I got kind of motivated and ran it over YouTube. And I'm going to show you this. Let me pull that screen up real quick. I wonder if it works. Set up a YouTube coin community group on Facebook. That's the name of it, YouTube Coin Community. I'll get you the link right here. We'll copy that. And if I can find my way home here, let's see, I got to click that. I'm on, move that over here. I'm not quite set up. I'm not ready. There we go. Then I find you and paste it here. So that's the YouTube Coin Community group on Facebook. And let's have a look at that if I can make that work. Ready? Screen. You don't need to see me. You see me before, right? What do we see on the screen? We see most of the screen. Okay, that's going to be close enough. All right. Here's the here it is. Now we're trying to get a where'd it go? Come on. It won't scroll up. Trying to get an image for the top here. And well, I just threw up a picture of crate of peaches for a little bit, and that got us through. But I'm starting, well, let's have a channel of the week so we can, promote some of these channels. There's a lot of small channels out there who do good stuff. They got good shows. They tell stories. They do what they do. Paulie Nichols here. He's got a good little show. He really does. He's been doing this since Jesus came over in the Mayflower. But I figured I'll just take Paulie and put him up. So we'll probably change that image every week. Now, the whole idea here is... well, it goes beyond what YouTube allows as far as chats and links and what you can post. Let's kind of work together and see what we come up with. I posted one here. It's it's the same camera I got. It's a generic camera, and it's whoever pays the most gets the camera, and they put it in their box and they ship it out. These things are $21 shipped. Shay Hoffmaster asked to join YouTube community. Okay, I'll get you in there. Let's see if I can make that work. All right, so we're probably going to get some lag if I'm bouncing around here. But this is all I got to do is come over here and hit approve. Okay, we'll go back to that other page and have a look. And just going through it. And one thing I added, which is kind of neat, is a poll to see what YouTube viewers want to see more of. And it looks like identification and attribution. I wonder where that poll is. It's somewhere down here if you keep scrolling. Then we got the channel of the week. We got, YouTube won't let you post links in live stream chats unless you're a moderator, and even then they don't work. So part of the reason for this group is allow the sharing of links, pictures, and keep on chatting. Okay, here we go. This is neat. You got, what would you like to see more of? Coin identification, the story behind the coin. Just click it and we'll see what's happening. But it looks like these three are coming up top. Coin collection tours, sure. You can add options. CoinCat was in there. There you go. He's got a vote. And I put in explosions. Let's see. Tips on improving videos and audience. Equipment and tool reviews. Nobody's doing equipment reviews. Gosh, that's like a wide open field right there. Sean Lewis asked to join YouTube community. That's all right. I'll click that a couple of times and just select all. But you got the link. Give me a minute. It takes forever to load stuff out here in the woods, and it's probably making the live stream lag. Ask Penny. I could ask you questions while you join. Okay, approve all. That'll work. There. You're about to add 2 people. Confirm. Any more? I'll just keep hitting approve all every few minutes. Ah, there I added 0 people. I'm going to get back to the chat here. It's an extension of YouTube. It's like the mingling of YouTube and Facebook. So you can't put links in the chat. You can over there. Let me find my way home here. There it is. Okay. Because we have so many changes going on. You know, one company decides they got to change their ways to cover their own ass, and we all have to adapt. And that's how it works. So right now, there aren't going to be any giveaways for a while, because to do a giveaway, if I want to give away this penny, I've got to jump some hoops, and I'm not set up for that just yet. It's not too bad if you're, you know, if it's free. If you charge money for the giveaway, dude, that's right here. It's a second-degree misdemeanor. But I don't have contest rules posted, so well, we'll get to it. Bear with me. We'll, you know, straighten everything out pretty soon. Why not? How's everybody today? We got 22 people in there in the show. For those of you watching after the live stream, we got over there a live chat. And I'll also give you the link in the description for that YouTube coin community group. And, well, we get to banter back and forth. I see Sue's Place. She came over from Lincoln Central Coins. Coins all day. Old Wormwood. That's a new name. Good to see you. Corey, he's enjoying the stuff. Stan the Penny Hunter. Just call them gifts and you're okay. No, you can't do that. It's all legal hub job and malarkey more than anything else. We're working on it. We're gonna get through. Let's let them just scramble up YouTube for a couple of weeks, and then we'll be back to normal. But for now, for sure, 100%, I'm allowed to sell coins live. I can't auction a coin. Nope, that's out too. Can't have auctions. All right, that's going to screw up some people. Oh, and make sure you give it a like as long as you're here. I see Rach Up, Dana, Anthony, Cryogen, David Wolf, whole bunches of people. Sound is minimal. Anyone else having trouble hearing CAD? Let me see what I can do. What's with this? Why is there no desktop audio? Hello. Oh, what's this thing do? Let me click on this properties button. There are no properties. Loud and clear there. What if I talk into this camera? Because that camera has its own microphone. Otherwise, I'm using the microphone on the computer. I think it's right there. Or this one down here. They're everywhere. Sounds great. Okay, let's have some fun. What I'm going to be doing, because we can't do the big show anymore, is just a progression of the Friday Night Madness. And I'm going to try my darndest to find good coins at good prices and get them out at the best price I can. Because really, that's what people want. They want beautiful coins, and they want, you know, they don't want to pay absolute top dollar. So if we can find some stuff in bulk, let's do it. I think I'll probably also have a show where I take your coins, and this is going to take a while. Lemonhead was Lemonhead in here. Lemonhead was asking, because I got a pretty good audience, and the show's been on for what, 3-4 months now. People are coming in; they know to come in. And it's working pretty well. I'm able to sell your coins, right? And so we just work on an agreement and work things out. Yeah, I'll probably take a commission. You know, I figured $5 and $5 or 10% plus expenses. But the way that'll work out, rather than somebody buy coins from over there and from over here, we can get them all in one place and sell them all every day, and, you know, combined shipping, because you still get the combined shipping, you know, until you pay. Once you pay, we start another package, but you have 30 days to put together a package, which is pretty darn handy. And as much as we can cram into that package, it's one shipping cost. Don't monetize and continue with a big show. No, it's not just the monetization. The monetization is a separate issue. That's for that, you got to have the viewers, the subscribers, and you got to have the view time. I got no problem with the view time. I'll probably beat that by a factor of 3 or 4. over the course of a year. I'm well past their minimum requirements just in the last 2 months. Number of subscribers I need to. Oh, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, it's right down below. Please click that. YouTube gives the content creators a piece of the action for their, for their content. They put up an advertisement. I get a piece of that action. It's just a little piece. It's taken, well, up until now to earn $103, but I did get paid. Great. But now they're going to cut it off. It's just take that carrot and hold it out ever further. So I need to get over the 1,000 people mark, the 1,000 subscribers, and then I'm good. If I can get there before, the 18th of the month, I can keep on monetizing. Otherwise, I go to the end of the month, and if I qualify, then I can apply that it start a month later. So right now it's costing me probably $30 to $50 a month if I don't get monetized. What would you pay for 100 rows of wheats not searched by dealer? Wheats are searched, okay? They stopped making them, 60 years ago, thereabouts, maybe 58 years ago. You can pretty much bet that just about every bag out there has been searched. How well they've been searched, that's the trick. I've had some good bags in the past couple of years. 30 years ago, geez, you open a bag and they were just gorgeous, and they were $80. And that was an expensive one. This one's 75 over here, this one's 80. Nowadays, they're mostly common dates, but they haven't been searched for dye varieties. I find RPMs, DDOs, all of that all the time. And right now, I've got a whole pile of them. But it would be neat to have, a sack that, well, you got the claim of unsearched, but it's not really believable. But something I haven't searched, we have a chance, because once I go through them, there's nothing left. But you're looking at 4 cents a penny. Plus the shipping, right? So right now I'm not really in the market for those, but hey, you never know. It would be a fun thing to do. Just open a sack, who wants it, buy your rolls, pay for shipping, and we'll count them out right here. And a lot of people like pennies. They like to search through the wheats. You can find all kinds of stuff. Some dealers have professional roll machines. Yeah, they roll their own. There's one dealer has his own machine that will scan it digitally, look at it, take a picture, identify the coin, identify the date, and determine grade to some degree, and then sort those coins into various piles. So that's an impressive thing. I don't know what the machine costs. I'd like to get one. Hopefully it'll fit in my garage. That's Tim Rathman. Where's his stuff? I cleaned off the desk again. There we go. You get the Looksy app. I'll just put that right over here where we can kind of see it. There you go. And he's got the same, he's taken the software for that machine, right? Because, you just pour buckets of pennies into this hopper, and it feeds them one at a time onto a belt, and the belt goes past the camera, and then it gets to a certain point, and it gets blown off into the hopper that collects it. So he gets there first thing in the morning, checks that one bucket with all the good stuff, and he's found some nice stuff in there. I tell you, wouldn't it be nice to have that? It's effectively a mining operation. It's the same kind of thing we do when we search through coin rolls, but he's mechanized and automated the process, and goes through, tens of thousands a night. Imagine going through a bag, a 5,000 count wheat bag, in a couple hours. What can you find? Does it pay you to do this? Yes, it does. These wheat bags, you can find some neat stuff in there. Not my wheat bags, but they're out there. You need to sub to people so they can sub to you random. Oh, I've been subbing. I've been busy doing that, but we can't say sub for sub because right now that really upsets YouTube. So we're using the code 123. You type in 123. Let's see if I can do that. And that's like the secret code to, hey, subscribe to me and I'll subscribe back to you. I can't do this. What's wrong? 1, 2, 3. There it is. But you have a lot of small channels who are trying desperately to reach those thresholds of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 view hours. One can be hard. I've got the hours, no problem at all. I've got a small but dedicated audience. I watched a serial last night, and I went on a hunt and found a coin dealer. He wants $5 a roll. $5 a roll for wheats? God, there's a guy downtown. He's got a 5-gallon sack. He's got more piled up on top in boxes, bags, tubes, rolls, you know. And every time I go in, I say, "Man, you want to sell me that? Sell me that. You know, I'll give you four cents a piece." I got to go through him. It's been 2 years. He's not ready. He's not gonna. He'll get to it. He just buys gold and silver from people who are down on their luck. There you go. 1, 2, 3. And also, if you really want to do it, YouTube is probably going to crack down on all the new subscriptions that are going around. So the best way to, confirm with your new best friend is to, click on their link, watch their video, or at least let it run, give them a like, and leave a comment, because now you kind of have supporting evidence that, hey, we're really best buds. But they're gonna probably screw that up, I'm sure, because all the changes. Of course, you have a domino. They're gonna clean up the next domino. Wait for it. It's gonna be screwed up for a month, and then we'll all get back together. So let's get into the show here. We got some stuff, and I want to see this stuff get into your hands. And you guys, I'm sure, would like to get some stuff. What's going on here? That's strange. Zeke, be patient. We'll have you back. There we go. Now, let's see. Where do we start? I've got some good coins. I got this one I want to show. I hunt for really good deals, and every now and then I find one. And every now and then I go, whoops. This one's, well, it's a pretty decent one. Okay. We've got an 1885 MS63. You got some real nice toning around the outside, if that's your thing. It looks to be natural toning. It could be album toning because it is around most of the rim. And it's got some great color in there. MS63. I mean, it's not bad at all. She's a real looker. All right. Let's look at the back. The back is much wider and does not have quite as much toning, not to the same degree. And let me see. Where's my, I got all my cards used. One moment, please. Any more cards? I can't be out of cards. Wait. Gosh, they're all stacked up. What do I have that's dark? Oh, there, a Whitman out folder. Let me turn that black, because if I get it to dark, then I can put stuff in there. And so we can, there, see the focus is back. And we'll look at the back of that too. And the back is much wider. Okay, now Numis gives the value on MS63 at $54. Well, I paid $55. I looked in the wrong column. So if you'd like to have a pretty darn pretty coin, there you go, 1881S, MS60, that's not the one. This one. That's another one. Okay, this one, the 1885O MS63, it's $53. Now, if you want to order stuff, right, there is shipping involved. It starts at $3. Usually by the time it gets to $7.50, I can get a lot in a package for $7.50. Now, up here, I've got an email address. Don't just send money by PayPal, right? That's not going to work. We need to do this right. I have invoices I'm able to send out by PayPal. So if you send me an email, dear Ken, gimme. All right, that's pretty simple. Tell me what you want. I want the 55O, the 85O MS63 for $53. Because I usually have a pretty good list of what's on this desk. And sometimes it flies off and the cat eats it. Well, what can you do? Anyway, send me an email and I will be able to send you an invoice. Okay, and then you can pay that at your pleasure, but it will include the shipping. It will cover your butt as well as mine. See, PayPal, by going through there, you have buyer's protection, you have seller's protection. If you're buying a coin and I don't send it, you can get your money back. You just, hey, PayPal, I didn't get my stuff. So that's why I also have tracked shipping, so we can make sure your stuff gets to you. All too often, some dealers, they just put a stamp on an envelope, drop a coin in and ship it out. That's really not the way to do it. We do need to, be able to trace the darn thing. So we have tracked shipping. It's $3 of padded envelopes. I wrap them up real nice and pretty and cozy so they're not going to get screwed up or fall around or flop out. And that's how that works. But this guy, $53. I don't make a dime on it, but hey, it's a pretty decent coin. Otherwise, it'll just sit here on the desk and, you know, become an ornament. We can look at that up close if you really like. Let me back this up just a bit and come over here. Now, each of this is NGC. These slab coins will have a certification number. This is 3966455-020. You type that in and MS63 into the NGC website, and it'll confirm or refute the claim that this is what the coin is. And it'll have a photo of the coin. But here you can see the colors. Pretty blues and golds all around the edge. Look it up. Yeah, great shape on this. The rim is sharp and neat and clean. The details are exquisite. And you have some contact marks. Not a whole lot. You know, you get the coins rubbed together when they're in the bags or shortly after they've been made. Does YouTube like what you're doing now? They have no problem with me selling my property. None. It works out beautiful. I don't have to have a license. If I'm going to do a raffle, I got to get in touch with the Florida Gaming Board. It helps if I'm a nonprofit organization. So, you know, I'm an ordained minister, so I could actually, you know, start a church of what's happening now, or something, and maybe I could do a raffle that way, but that'd be kind of strange. Does God collect coins? Well, he trusted them. Here's the back of this girl. There's the O. And we can have a tour of the rim. There we go. But if I'm a for-profit entity, right now I'm a sole proprietorship, which is why I like the you know, the seller's protection on eBay. There you go. Yeah, I got to jump through some hoops, and from what I can tell, it would be $5,000 to $7,000 for me to do a raffle again. Plus, I get a whole lot of nightmares with it. It just ain't worth it. You know, they want to see books. They want to see, what did you pay for this? What did you pay for that? What did you bring in? All of it. And still, I got to let people get in with, you know, for free. So now somebody who's not contributing gets a chance to win. I would have the world beating the doors down to get in here, and I can't, you know, I'm really pressed to, you know, write down 500-600 names. What do you do? So right now, well, that's going to stop for now. Maybe secretly I can find a way to do it, you know, in the back room somehow. Wait for it. Maybe we'll get there. You never know. I'm always one for a speakeasy. We'll call it speakeasy coins. Okay, MS63. There it is. $53. Real pretty piece. Some people don't have Morgans. Now, once you get into the high-end circulating grapes, it becomes, you know, something that's gonna last. Being in the slab, the grandchildren are not going to spend this. They're not going to drop it into the Coinstar. Who was it? Ryan Madison. He's got a sandwich shop, right? Some old lady came in a couple of days ago, bought a sandwich, or I don't know what she bought. I have no idea what she bought, really. Might have been a hamburger. And paid him with Peace and Morgan dollars. 15 of the darn things. Here you go. Here's my sandwich. 15 more. It's like $300, right? Easy. Gosh. Why couldn't they do that in my diner? One guy always paid in change. It was Kennedy's and some dollar coins, but I mean, I got one here somewhere, I think. Yeah, that come out of my can. All right, he paid with a bunch of these. Okay, well, he's probably coin roll hunting or some darn thing. Look for SBAs. This is worth about $1 if I'm lucky, but it's all there. And some beat up old Kennedys, and some were painted and had X's printed on them. And oh, what do you do, huh? Okay, now let's look at this good one. I'm gonna need my platform back. Now the nice one here. Okay, we had the picture at the start. This is an 1881S PCGS MS65, a gem, brilliant uncirculated. It's a peach. This is the goddess of coins right here. Let's have a look at the back. It is bright, blast white across all surfaces, minimal marks. And we can look at that. I know someone that got 15 Morgans working at a gas station. Gosh, I could open a gas station. Okay, this one, you can see the fantastic luster. It's not proof-like, but it is absolutely brilliant. Okay, look at her face. Isn't that a pretty face? I think she doesn't have Victoria's chin, you know, in the 1885s. Did you see the new Canadians? They got the older Elizabeth. She's getting a great-grandmother's chin there. Got a little cleft going. Okay, 1981. And I did not look for VAMs. I just been too darn busy. So if you know anything about VAMs, we have die chips on both sides of the 8s. And that's just on the 1/8. A little bit on the left, on the right one. Maybe a little bit of die chips on there. Maybe that's something important to you. Well, here it is. The book value on this, according to Numis, is $150. I got a pretty good price on it, so let's pass it along. I can get this to you for $140. Not a whole lot of savings, but hey, it's better than nothing. So $140 for that? Is that something you're interested in? Something like this is you've got a premium coin here. You know, MS65 Morgans. They're nice. Dude, they're gorgeous. Denise showed up. Good to see you. Has two, where my 1882 has one chip. Oh, on the P. Yeah, you had mentioned that. Had one on one side. Well, there it is. Store clerk here in town got 25 of the colored $2 bills from a customer. She paid $2. Go with it. They got some neat stuff out there I don't know a thing about. So $140, we'll take this. Again, if you want to order something, send me an email, okay? If you get it and don't like it, or let's say, you know, it's been a month almost, and suddenly the light bill comes in and you got to raise some money right now fast, send it back. If you don't like it, send it back. You don't agree that it's the grade, send it back. No questions asked, because I'm not going to say, no, why do you want to send it back? Troubles happen. I understand that. Send it back, and we'll get you a full refund. But not until I get it. And it's going to be the same coin. You know, you can't send this back, or rather, you can't buy this and then send this back. It's not going to work. I'm going to need to see that number, which I can't see. We'll need to see that exact number. I hate this camera. That's the handy thing about the slabs, is they're certified numbers. Why is this thing such a poison pitch? Okay, the heck with it. There it is. So that's an advantage. That's a help for you. It really is. I know for a fact that it's helped some people, you know, in a pinch. Well, it's no problem. I get the coin back. I can just resell it. Wormwood, it's an herb. They put it in, what do they put it in? Vermouth? Or something. I think it's vermouth or gin, or that other one. Absinthe. Yeah, I gotta get some absinthe. I've always wanted to try that. You always have the Frankenstein monsters, Dr. Frankenstein, just wailing on the absinthe. Okay, let's look at pennies. Yeah, that worked great. Okay, one moment, please. I'm gonna have to leave my piggy bank right there. Where is it? Okay. Come on, stop doing that. I have no grace. MS65. No, 66. This is a 1955 S, the last S mint of the wheat series. This is NGC graded. It's a peach. It's gorgeous. It really is. Now the book says $27.50 to $32.50 for MS66, but I can tell you right now, you can get these all day long for $22. All right. Now the advantage of this, a practical advantage, is put together a 65, 66, 64. If you can get one, a 67 or higher, and you can have your own reference set so you can grade coins easily yourself. You know, hold up your coin to a 65. Is it about the same, or is it better? Is it as good or better than the next one up? You have any word on the coin snaps? They have not even been shipped yet. the loops have not been shipped yet. The scales have not been shipped yet. Where is my? I've got two centers that have been in the mail for 2 weeks, and what is going on? I think the IRS is after me, is what it is, or maybe the guy in the van over there has decided, he's going to call his buddy. Let's hold up the mail so he can get a longer nap, because the mail comes by and then he jumps out of the van, comes up, takes pictures of it, runs back into his van. What's all that about? Well, there it is. This guy is $22, and you could check the certification number. And let's have a look at the back. And dude, this guy, it's flawless. It glows in the dark. It's so nice. I have one of those. It looks plated. This is not. One of the big advantages of the slab coins is they do authenticate the darn things. If they're plated, that's all well and good. They're really not adding any value. Okay, this is the natural copper. If they're plated, it's usually with chrome or zinc is what's common in the high school shops, and that's usually where they'll be plated. You find them in circulation. Here's a gray penny, looks like a steel. And that's what this guy looks like. Ain't a thing wrong with it. Mine isn't slabbed. That's okay. They don't really add value because it is an altered coin. Once they've been plated, they're kind of a novelty. I wouldn't pay $1 for one. Really, I've got several. Let's see. I have somewhere here. Here they are. I got these little guys. All right. So if your coin looks gray, it could be plated, or it could be steel, much as this. In 1943, the U.S. government, of course, is fighting a war, and they're well, they need everything, dude. They need, they got paper drives, steel drives, rubber drives. Everything's getting recycled and put into the war effort. Now, copper was needed in vast numbers to build shell casings, bullets, you name it, wiring, all the planes, all the boats, all the trains, all the submarines. They got to have wires. They need all the shells. And mostly I think it was the shells, but they needed the copper. So the coins took the impact. They changed the nickel, included silver during that time. The pennies were made out of steel core with a zinc plating, which is what these are. And I'm going to take these over here. I have a great number of these. Okay, and these are some of the finest steel cents I've seen in 20 years. I open this roll up, and it is the finest I have seen in a long, long time. The 55S is a double ride. This one is not. I had one. I don't know if I sold it. I may have, but I do have 55 double die number 1 with a triple S, both of them north. This one is a normal. That's just a straight run 55S MS66. Not a thing wrong with it. Well, maybe a little bit, but not much you'd see. Now, these steels, you start to nick them or change the humidity and the temperature when they're being stored, and they tend to degrade. They'll rust, they'll corrode, and it's a darn shame when you start getting these steels that are, beautiful shape, but rusted. They're goners. These are absolutely gems. Okay, now I call them gem, but I'm going to put them at the MS64 price. Okay, because I don't want them coming back. And geez, I got them for a song, and may as well help you guys out too. Hey, Kenny, everyone! First time here. This is David Baker. Everybody say welcome to David Baker. We got a new one. What we're doing here is selling pennies and coins and seeing what's up and just telling jokes and stuff. Okay, the 1943 in Numis says $13.50. Your price is $8. Okay, many as you want. I've got a bunch of them. The 1943D Numis gives it a price of $13.50. Your price is $10. So the two of them are 18, 8 and 10. And dude, these are gorgeous. Let's have a look under the big scope, under the big. Okay, there you go. Some of these are downright blue, like my grandmother's hair. Okay, because the zinc will hold its color, and it's not Battleship Gray. It's kind of a light blue. Okay, I'd put that one sideways. But you can see the luster on these is absolutely blinding. Some of them, you can almost see the camera in that. All right, look at that. The camera has a little blue light, and you can see the edge of the camera. $18 for the two of them. Take as many as you'd like. Get a hold of me on the email, and we'll go from there. You're going to be hard pressed to find them this nice for this at this price. But I got a whole bunch of them. That fellow had passed away. His wife sold some things to a dealer for probably nothing. And he calls me and says, "Hey, you want these?" I said, "Yeah." And he didn't believe anybody would pay that much for pennies. You gonna pay that much for pennies? Yeah. And look at them. That's what you're looking at. I got a roll of each. You're gonna like them. I can see your glasses through them pennies. Just about. kp.live.com. Hi, David. Welcome. I am sure you will enjoy Mr. Peavy. You don't call me Mr. I'm not that old. How about a bunch of Littleton steels? I don't know what you paid or what the quality is. I find these to be outstanding. Many are 65, some are 64, so I'm using the 64 price. The 65 price on these is 20 bucks. So I went and looked on eBay. You know, what are they calling for gems? Yeah, 20 to 22 is typical. You could probably take these and sell them on, truthfully, you could probably take these and put them on eBay and get 20 bucks. Right? Slabbed, they're 20 bucks, but it's going to cost you 17 bucks to get it slabbed, plus shipping. That doesn't make any sense. So here's a good chance to get some good looking coins. Now, we've got 30 days to build that order, and I've got pennies coming, right? The acrylic holders and percents. Where'd that other one? I had Klesh here. Where'd Klesh go? Oh, darn it, they're gone. Okay, these are the acrylic holders. They're two-part. They got a foam core. It's all inert plastic, and these will protect your coin like nothing else. I do prefer the flips, right? I can take the coin, put it in, take it out, take pictures, move it around. I use one side for the description. There you go. So I can write down notes. Here's an 1864 two-center, right? It's got some verdigris. It's 10 bucks. Okay, and that's pretty handy. But for the better stuff, you're going to find the acrylic holder for 50 cents is going to give your coin pretty much the best protection at that price. The only better protection would be a sealed slab, and now you're talking, 40 bucks, which is far in excess of what the value of the coin is. But anything over, 5 bucks, 10 bucks, consider moving it to acrylic, especially this stuff that looks like this. Especially the stuff that looks like this, because we only steward these coins for a short time. One day they'll be somebody else's, and they're not making any more, and the ones that are out there, they're not getting better. So next year there will be fewer of these in this shape. Protect them well. 43p, $8, 43D, $10. That's about right. You want both? I'll take $1 off. How about that? Yeah, that's as much as I'm going to go, though, because these will go at that. Okay, what do we got here? I don't know. Set that aside. We did that. We did this. What was the next one? I don't know why this is here. Okay, that don't belong here. That don't belong here. Here we go. It's gone. Home, 1940. Jefferson nickel. MS66, 1940D. There you go. Have a look at her. Now the book says 20. Numa says 2750. And let's have a look at the back of that. Here he is. Good and sharp on all details. All surfaces are neat, clean, tidy, sharp, problem-free. You can get in and look at the date. Look at the mint mark here. Good sharp Monticello. It's not full steps. If you look at the left side, there we go. It has just a tiniest little contact mark, which has taken out 3 of the 4 steps, or 3 out of the 5 steps. So we don't make full steps. Ain't that a shame? But the the level of detail we're at right now. Where's my toothpick? There we go. Always have another one. You compare the size of that head of the toothpick to that contact mark. You cannot see that with your eye. Okay, mint mark. There we go. D. You get a touch of mechanical doubling right on the lower right. Let's have a look at the date. Come on. There we go. 1940 it is. Great detail. The rim is immaculate. There's a little discoloration. You got to realize this little scope will take the tiniest thing and magnify it. It does not do the color well. There's a second. That may be on the plastic. That's why I like the cotton gloves. And something like this is going to set you back $25. First come, first serve. If this is what you're looking for, a slabbed early date Jefferson in superior grade, MS66. We got it. And there you go. 1940D, 5 cents, MS66, NGC. There's your certification number. Okay, let's keep moving. And I put this up a couple of times. But so far, no bites. Now, I don't know if it's because it's priced too high, or is it, well, just plain too expensive. I've got a 2 cent here. This is a gorgeous 2 center, right? It is brown. It does have a bit of a darkness down the center, but it is also MS64 brown, graded by PCGS. Large motto. Now, the book says $2.75, and I've been asking that, and still no bites. So let's drop it to $2.50. You have 34 and 34. Well, keep smashing like, because it's going to help other people find the show too. Here we go. This old girl has some luster still showing inside some of the finest details, in and around the leaves, some of the letters. So it makes brown, but it's certainly not red and brown. But it does have just a splash here and there. Inside the fine details around that shield. It's a good looking piece. Let's look at the scope. Now the slab itself has a few just buff marks where it's been contacted. This is why I like to keep these things in plastic bags. Yeah, it's sloppy with a plastic bag, but at least it keeps the plastic safe. And if I need to, I can always change the plastic bag when it gets scuffed. But here you can see it right below "we," off to the left of "we." You got some spots of bright luster. And for 155 years old, 154 years old, it's kind of hard to find them quite like this. There are 2,000 as good or better. Right, so that would be the RB and the red browns and the reds. And the higher grades, there are 2,000 better. And 1864, there are about 20,000 surviving specimens. And we'll have a look at that. And that's yours at $2.50. Here you can see the luster pits quite nicely there. Okay, $2.50. Come and get it. How much, Lincoln Central? That's $250 for the 1864 large letters, MS64 brown. Ain't that pretty? I've had it. I'm quite proud of it. You get to see all the detail on this. The arrows have a flat top and they have sloped sides. A lot of times on these used, I just had one here. Where'd it go? Okay, it's here. I know it's here. There it is. Okay, here's what you get in good. Let me show you. Let me show you the same coin. Well, not the same coin, but the same series and date. Let me move these across. What they look like after they've been circulated for a while. This is going to be shocking. Shocking! Ta-da! The first thing to wear off is the "we," right? And as the relief gets lower, it rapidly loses detail. It's not a high relief design. This is Longacre created this. 1864, but once you get to fine, they flatten out rapidly. So then you're looking at how even is the wear. For some reason, I see a massive amount of unevenness of wear. Now, part of it is because the planchets weren't always, you know, the same thickness. A lot of thick and thin or tapered. Check the old PCGS. Oh, that is a green label. But this is what happens after a while, and it's so hard to get these, you know, in decent shape. They're kind of big for their size. I mean, they're much bigger than the regular sense. They're still smaller than large sense. Uneven wear. Nobody really took care of the darn things. And in 1873, they were recalled, and they melted down 19 million of the darn things. So there really aren't that many left. Truthfully, the total surviving population of 2-cent pieces is less than 1909 SVDB. And that's the total for all years. This one's got some nice coloring to it. They are 95%, they're French bronze, 95% copper. But this is what they look like after a while. And they start out like this. There we go. They really are nice. I see 2-cent pieces are probably one of the most undervalued coins in the entire U.S. series. They've been destroyed, melted down. Those survivors that are out there, out of 67,000, many are just in terrible shape. Screwed up, rusted, holed, corroded. It was not uncommon to drill a hole in it and wear it as a necklace, because you could shine the copper, right? I mean, if you just rub it in the sand, rub it in the dirt, you could shine it, then give it a good rinse, and you got a nice little shiny bauble to wear to the farm dance. And that's how they did it back in the day. They were just broke as we were, only had less. How many are there in the series? These were made from 1864 to 1873. But in 1873, they only made proofs and like, 500 proofs and 600 restrikes. 1872, the figures were getting down. Let me have a look here real quick. I got all this stuff on my sheet. 2 cents right there. Hello. So 1864 is the second most common. No, most common. There you go. You've got a small model and a large model. 19.8 million were produced, and you have about 30,000 surviving specimens. So about half of all your 2-centers that are out there are 1864. That's why they're, you know, a 2,000 as good or better than this one. Let's see, for large model, 20,000. 1865, the coin was not well accepted. And in 1865, the next year, production already dropped by a third to 13.6 million. And there are about 10,000 surviving specimens for the whole year. 1866, you're down to 3,005,000 survivors. And it drops off precipitously after this. 1867 through 69, you're looking at 2,500 to 3,000 surviving specimens. Seriously, that's it, a couple thousand. If one were so enterprising, right, they'd buy up a couple thousand of these things, and pretty much that would corner the market, drive the prices right up. What kills this series is there's not much interest. But here's a whole series you can have. You need, you know, 8 dates. A couple of them are going to be tough. The small date, 1872 and 1873. And there's a popular double die variety in 1867. But other than that, I mean, when in MS64, you can have them for $250 because there's not much demand out there. Well, I keep talking about them. One day people will listen and say, geez, you know, he's right. There are very few of these things, and you can put together a decent series for a decent price. And they start buying them up. Gosh, get in there before it gets there, huh? 1872 is a tough date. Oh, man, I keep hitting eBay. I see one and I bid. I see one and I bid, you know, $350, $400, and I keep bidding. No, nothing yet. I'm going to get there, though. I'll get one. Okay, $250 for that? You're going to find that. This is the kind of thing that's going to pay off in the long run. You get that, stick it in the safe, stick it in the sock drawer, bury it in the woods, and let your kids get that in 20, 30 years, and you're going to see this will buy a house. I won't do it right now, but we've got 100,000 new collectors joining the hobby every year. They're not making more 2-centers. They're certainly not making them any better, the ones that do exist. Get them while you can. That's the way it comes down. And we're at a point where the digital technology is starting to have an impact on the hobby. You have all these sales groups on Facebook. You have blogs being created, video channels being created. We're really starting to change the face of the hobby with what we're doing. We are the pioneers here doing it on video. So get the darn things and sit. That's really, these coins are a long-term investment for the most part. You get to enjoy the darn things, put together the complete set. Sometimes it's a fight. To build a set of 2 centers, it's going to be a fight. It took me, I don't know, 6 or 8 months of searching to find a decent 1871. I liked them with the full wheel. I'm picky that way. That's what I want. But it'll take a while. I need an 1872. I had an 1867 double die, but well, I needed the money. And I got the thing for a song. The person didn't know what they had and had it listed. I'm looking and thinking, that's a DDO. I'm looking real close. It is a DDO. And I look and it says, buy it now. Click. It was here in 4 days. I made a phone call, dropped it off across town for, an extra $200 in my pocket. Why not? Ike's, oh, how I like Ike. We got Ike. Look at Ike. See Ike. Ike is good. Ike is happy. Ike is cameo. Okay? Check out the cameo. Now, the way the U.S. Mint made their proofs, they'd really worked the dies, but it wasn't until 77, 78 that they really started to get this this cameo appearance down. So 78 onward, you can figure all your coins are cameo. 77, it's iffy, and before that, dude, it's whatever comes out of that press, and usually it's only the first, 10 to 20,000 coins that are going to have this beautiful deep cameo. Okay, let me put on my glove, which really I have. I'm just leaning on that arm, and have a look. Here's a 78, and we know that these guys are cameo. You've got black and white, and if I didn't use up all my cards, I'd block the light and show you what we're talking about for black and white. There you go, 74. It glistens, but the surrounding fields are black. That's the black and white aspect. Okay, you can see the metal. It is smooth and polished to a mirror finish. That's what the dies do. They also polish the planchets. The 1973, same thing, black and white, and with a blue spot. So these older Ikes, the earlier Ikes that are cameo, you want to grab those. You can get these out of proof sets, no problem at all, but getting the cameo is going to be tough. Now these are $10 a piece. Take one or take them all. You're going to find $10 a piece for proof cameo proof Ikes is a pretty good price. Okay, and we can put any one of these under the scope and have you look. Let me turn these over. You can see the eagle. And I hate to finger these up because these are great looking Ikes. They're every bit of proof 65. And doing proof 67, proof that's when I go to the grading services. But I can tell you what 65 is. I can tell you what 64 is. These are every bit of 65. These are delights. Now, if this is what you're looking for, get a hold of me by email and say I'll take those. But you've got great cameo on the reverses. I checked them out. There are no double dies, no peg legs, and you can see Cuba. Did you see those? They got this one type on the 1972. This starts at 73. They got the one reverse design where let me find this. Here we go. There you go. Where Cuba is not showing on the earth. These are not silver. These are all clad. I can show you the sides. These are clad proofs. But it's like a slap in the face to Cuba because this is what we're talking 8 years after the Cuban Missile Crisis. Funny that. You suppose that was a slap in the face to Cuba, or did somebody just make a mistake on the die? Do you have the Friendly Eagle variety? I do not have that available. Right now I'll have to offer these, but I got a line to get some more. So if these go, we'll get more. But that's not too bad. And now the 76s are type 1 and type 2. And this is a, important to show this discrepancy. We have, I don't know which is which from looking at them. Okay, let's have a look. Ready? Big fat blocky letters, that's a type 1. So they're square, you know, square. Let's look at the next one. Let me stop knocking that camera. Next one has better serifs, and you can see it angles on them, and they're finer letters. Right? See the angles on the T's? And they're not solid, just even thickness all the way around. That's a type 2. Okay. And we go back to type 1. You can see, you know, they're square, equal size, blocky, and I just lost the camera. Darn it. One moment, please. How do I do this? Hit that button. Deactivate. And then do it again. Yeah, there, good. I got it back. It just kind of locks up. But here you have the moon. And you can see the, oh, you can see my camera there, huh? See little lights? Okay. $10 a piece, you're going to find it to be a pretty darn reasonable price. The 78 in 65 proof tends to run a little bit more. Oh, excuse me. It's my back. But we'll just put them all together because I suspect somebody's going to grab every one of them anyway. So if that's what you want, we got them. Righto. What was next? Oh, the Barbers. Let me move that card aside. Okay, Barber hats. I've been using these on the now defunct Big Show. These are good or better. I've got 6 dates here, if you'd like to see them, and I've been putting them out at $15 a piece. Numis says 17 to 19 is more accurate. Okay, but the price was right, so I've been doing these for 15. We've got 1895.0. And you're going to find that, well, this coin is good. It's not good better. It's just plain good. And it does have a blemish on the back. It's a little nick on one side. But I've got full, is that the one? Where's that edge nick? That'd be up there. Let's have a look. But 1895 is a better date in that there are about 1,500 surviving specimens. Now, on most of these Barbers, if they have 6,000 surviving specimens, that would be considered a common coin. There we go, 1895.0. And let's find that rim issue I was looking at. There it is. Just a bit of a ding up at the top here. Alrighty. But I get full wingtips. It's not quite very good. I don't have the detail here to support very good. But she's good. Hey, Silver Topaz, how are you? Silver was asking about some wheats earlier. I've got no part of Liberty showing, so it doesn't quite make very good. But I do have some distinct feathers. A lot of times all you get is just the outline. I've got one that's a bit weaker here, the 1914, I believe. There you go, there's a rim ding right there, which is the same as on the back. You can follow that through. And you see it over there at 10 o'clock on this side. Well, okay, I don't think it's a deal breaker at $15. There you go. And what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 6 of the darn things, right? Go back here. Okay, let's see. Let's move that up right. We got 1895.0, a much better date. It has a ding. Excuse me. 1899. That's this guy over here. We've got 1902 down here. He's upside down, but he still works the same. Okay, this is the 1908, and it's a bit more worn, but it's still good shape. And we can take a look at the wings on there, because I want to see the edges of those wingtips. That's what I want to see. Okay, the relief is kind of low on these, but if I got the edges of those wingtips, I'm still pretty happy with that. Okay, we got 1910 and 1914S over here, this fellow. $15 a piece, but if you would like them all, I can do $70. You know, let's save you $5. Go with it. This was, oh, here it is. And they come with holders. How about that? Okay, doke. Let's set that aside. You can put together a Barber set. Boy, that would be a beautiful accomplishment. It really would, because they're few and far between. There aren't going to be 100 complete Barber sets in the world. You're very civil. I try to be. Okay, let's keep going. Now, for the folks that are looking for something a little more affordable, okay, we got those 1943 steels. And if you're looking for specific dates, I mean, these are just splendid. But let's get into something that you can sink your teeth into. I've got a whole lot of proofs here. These are all 1963. I've got a little bit of variation in color. I've got some that are a little bit darker, for example, one over here on the right and one down the bottom. But these are gem proofs. There's not a thing wrong with these. They are clean, they are frost-free, and they shine like you've never seen. Here we go. They look like that. 1960. Did I say 1863? What was I thinking? There you go. This is a brilliant proof, long before they did the cameos. However, you can get some cameos, and it's just the first few thousand that are struck by the dies would have a cameo effect. None of these have a cameo, but they're beautiful. Okay, and I'm going to keep on working to get more dates, so we can get the whole darn set. 59 to 60, 64, and we're going to slide around. There you go. And $1 a piece. How many would you like? There you go. You want all of them? I could do 75 cents a piece. But I'm not going to do 75 cents for one because of just the effort to sell the one item, $1 minimum. That works. Let me move these up here. Okay. I got some Buffalo nickels here. And these happen to be all, picked up a whole batch of the darn things, right? 1920, and these are all very good. And we can take a look at a couple here and show you what we're talking about. We got good solid rims. Where'd you go? There you go. There he is. Good solid rims, clear readable dates, not screwed up. Man, these things took such a pounding back then. You see them all fouled up sometimes. There you go. Good full rim. Bit of the horn. Great shape. Numis gives these a value of $4 a piece. I'll let you have them for $3 a piece. How's that? And if you say, give me all of them, $2.50. There are, where'd they go? Let me get some coffee here. Wash something down. Is that something in there? I'm getting off here. Good night. Okay, good night. Okay, what do we got? 4, 8, 12, 13, 14 of the darn things at $2.50 a piece. If you just want one, $3. Is that fair enough? And I can take pictures of each specific coin if you like, but don't wear me out because it's only $2.50. But that's a good way to pick up some buffaloes for your set. Okay, we had some people asking about BU rolls. Okay, we've got 1957D. We've got 1958. I have gone through these. They're gorgeous. You will find a spot here and there. I did not find any die varieties, okay? I also have 1958D available. Right now I have one each, but I think I have a lead on some more. These are $12 a roll, and they're BU top to bottom. Let's open one roll, the 58D, and see what they're going to look like. I showed you these yesterday. They're gorgeous. Okay, let's put one on a card and get a close-up look. You're going to find these to be bright gems. I get the whole roll. I sell them for $1, as we just saw with the 63s. Of course, that's a little pricier than these. Glistening gemmy goodness. You get that all right. If I can get the scope to find, there you go. You can have a look at the quality of the coin as far as contact marks. Anything at all. Anything on the rim. These have been properly stored and cared for. Great condition, great environment. You do have a die crack up there on his forehead, so don't get worried about that. I can zoom in there and show you. Okay, and just beautiful luster all around. And BU, brilliant uncirculated. You can give it whatever number you'd like to assign. I'd give these 64 and 65. I actually went through a couple of nights ago when I was checking out this particular roll. I have a BU roll of 68S. Outstanding. Gosh, I got so darn many. I've got all the memorials in BU. So what I need to do is put together, BU set. I've done it before, 59 to 81 PD and S, and this beautiful set. Everything just glistens, and auction them off, and I don't get less than $29 every single time. Okay, I'll have to put a bunch together, because boy, I could use the money, I can tell you that. But these three rolls, the 57D, 58D, and 58P, $12 a roll. I have one each available. Still looking for those pretty 1966 DDO and DDRs. They're out there, man. Don't give up. I think I got a 67 around here somewhere. Okay. Got these. Got those. Got them. Got these. Okay. That's what I have right now. I'm sure I have. What's this? I meant to get. Oh, I've got the satins, by the way. Forget the count. I think it was 18 or 22, one or the other. Of the satin 2005s. They're still in the original mint wrap. They're $1 a piece. You've got a mintage of 1 million on these, and if you haven't seen these, they sparkle like you never did see. They don't reflect the light; they disperse it. And well, look at them. The planchets are burnished. In the mint sets from 2005 to 2010. All the coins were done with this satin finish. Might be a little something below the date, so let me move that inside the plastic. Yeah, that's on the plastic then. Good. And they're great looking coins. They're different from the proof, and they're different from business strikes. But if you want a full set of Lincolns, you got to have these. These are the 2005s, 18 available, $1 a piece. You like 3 cents? Do you have a date run for all satin Lincolns? No. God, I want to do it though. I've got a couple of the dimes available. I've got 2010 PD and 2007 P and D. I got the cents here, the 2005s as well as 2005Ds, but every one of those, clearly somebody had taken all the crap and dumped it in my bag. I sent those back because none of these are fit. They were screwed up, damaged. Forget it, man. So I don't have the 2005D. 2010 is the one to have because you get a mintage of 600,000 or less than 600,000 on that one. And for the wheats, these are some. Where did I put that? Oh, I forget where I put that. Is it up on there? Let me see if it's over here. I just did. There it is. Okay. One moment here. I'll have you in just a moment. Let me insert some columns. Insert. Bear with me. Okay. Find you guys. All right. No, that's not it. I'm going to go to the screen. Yep. Okay. And then we go back to the utility. Right. Okay. I took all the Lincolns, right, and put them in order by mintage. Now, that's not by surviving population, but this column is the dates. Let's color that. Let's give that yellow or something. Make it easy to see. So there's your date. Mintage is over here on the left. So you got the 1964 special mint set with 20 to 50 specimens being the rarest of all the Lincolns. And that makes good sense. Then after that, you start getting into the matte proofs. 1916, 1915. The 1909 VDB matte proof that's already number 4th on the list. But you get into the satins, and they start showing up. There you go. Satin proof in 36. That's not quite the same thing. Here you go. There's the 2010s. Here's the 2008s, 2009s, 2006, 7. And there's 5. There's the 2005 right now. Of all the Lincolns, this is number 47 for rarity. And I don't know too many people are going to really be worried about getting that that special mint set 1964. They're a bit rare. But what was it, 47? 40, yeah, 47. There's the 2005 S Satin. These are hard to find. You really want to put together a complete set of Lincolns? How far do you want to go? I mean, just the common dates, PD&S and business strikes? Or do you want to stretch into, get all the proofs, get all the satins? The satins you can get. You can get the satins. They're on the market and they're cheap as dirt. They're only going up. I have some 2005s that I picked out. I've got 5 of the darn things that are superior than these. And they're flawless, and I get $5 for those. 64 SMS will only run you a few million. Yeah, but what an investment. I'm reading a book by Q. David Bowers. The coins that have relentlessly produced the greatest returns. I mean, we're talking 2 orders of magnitude over a lifetime. Are the high-end coins. They're the MS65, the rare coins. They're truly, unique and hard to find. And these guys are, well, they're better dates for sure. These aren't 1921 S's. Those babies are rare. You'd probably do better in the long term with one of these than one of these, say the truth. Although these are beautiful. There's no problem with these. You're going to find when people learn about the satins, they're $1. Dude, they're $1 right now. Stock up. Because if they go to $2, you just doubled your money. So, drop $100 on the darn things. But when you get into higher grades and rare coins, that's when it will not only hold its value, it's been proven over the years to keep on increasing steadily. The 64 SMSs, yeah, those become treasures. And almost invaluable. That's where they hit the record levels. Look, I don't care about hitting record levels. I'd just like to see this stuff grow steadily over time. There are only 35 known 64 SMSs. Yeah, not too many. And funny, they all went through the one safe of the girl who worked at Mint that year. Say corruption much? I'll just take care of these. You leave these on my desk. And I need to go down to the personnel department and fill out that pink slip. Yeah. But get the coins that are really going to keep on shining for years and years. And they're going to be the better dates, the lower mintages, the incredibly rare stuff. The 2 centers where you got, where'd that go? We've got, 2,000 surviving specimens. That's where the value is going to keep on holding its own and rising. And right now, I would say numismatic coins are fairly easy to get. These are in plastic holders because that's they were cut out of mint sets. Okay, somebody took a whole bunch of the darn things and just chopped them up, and I got all the pennies. So the little blue stripe means it came from a mint set, and because it came from the mint set, it must be satin. But you can tell that by looking at the coin. Okay, now remember, I still got plenty of folders, right? $4 a piece. You take 2, $7.50 for 2, right? Number 1 and number 2 in the Lincolns, right? We still have loops, scales. I've got more loops coming, but I'm down to about 4 right now. 10x loops. There you go. Keep them shining. And of course, the digital scales. These are good to 2 decimal points, so you can get accurate enough to make a determination. They're available for $7. The loops are $3. If you get a scale, the loop is $2.50. If you get a loop, your next one is $2.50. I don't make much on them, but I like to see those loops get into people's hands. I have the acrylic holders are on the way. I don't know when they become suddenly undependable. I'm going to guess, somebody who runs that little business is sick or some darn thing. It happens. But we have the acrylic holders. They're made in China, but they work great. Stick your coin in there and give it acrylic protection. And those are 50 cents a piece. Hard to beat. Hi Ken, how are you this evening? Hi everyone. There's Native Chicks. Good to see you. We're having fun. Seeing what's going on. 33 people watching. That's not too bad. Now, if you found anything you were interested in this show, and we'll have more over time, get a hold of me by email. and we'll put together an invoice. Now you send me your email, and I can send you a PayPal invoice, include shipping. You have 30 days to pay. You can keep on adding to it. When it's paid, I ship. Real easy, but it's a single shipping cost. I just get rid of a 65 SMS in plastic, no envelope. They're nice. You can get those special mint sets, 65, 6, and 7, so darn nice that they have a cameo finish. Can you explain satin finish? Yep. Watch this. Let me get this out of here. There you go. You have a satin finish only on the mint sets from 2005 to 2010. Now, they use a very similar style of finish on some of the modern commemoratives, for example. This is a satin that you're looking at. I'll put this right side by side with a brilliant uncirculated specimen here, which I have one on my desk. It's a, oh, it's a 54. Good. There you go. And you can see here, yeah, it shines beautifully. There's nothing wrong with the darn thing, but it reflects the light. These satins are burnished planchets, and they disperse the light, so it's hard to get it to, you know, to really give you this bright flashy reflection. Except, of course, it's in plastic, so you get it from that. The dyes are specially prepared. The planchets are burnished. They use, you know, lower steady pressure like they do with a proof. They're a special mint, a special strike. And it's only those 6 years. Let's look at the back here. Now, the highest mintage is 2005 with a little over 1 million, and the lowest is 2010. All right. Should I take one out of the, you want me to take one out of there? Because I can just give that a snip and cut it and have a look. I think I'll leave it in there for now. Okay, but it's not brilliant finish like you have over here, where it'll blind you if it strikes right. They're lined up right. Very rarely are these off center. On the 2005s, there is a double die reverse. You'll find with the double column right beside the statue. Kind of a neat thing. Those go for like $15. I have a couple. They're nice. I should find them. I'd probably give them away or something. Yeah, Coin Dragon, if you want a coin from an SMS set graded, you have to send the whole set, and the grading company has to remove the coin to grade. I can see that. Any SMS coin at 67 is worth thousands if it's cameo. I can believe that all right. They're out there. Just snatch them up. These satins they're like the unforgotten, you know, the unknown stepchild. Not too many people actually know they exist. Just as people didn't know the 20-cent coin existed until we gave away a couple of them, you know, this past month. But boy, they're out there, guys, and all kinds of them. Now, do we show anything else? I think that'll do it for now. Whose notes can I borrow? How many sets do I have? On the 2005, it's 18 to 20, maybe 22 of the darn things. I got 5 more that are superior. Those are $5. These are the general, you know, the $1 coins, they're $1. I have a number of dimes, 2010 and 2007 P and D, and I have a few more, but I don't have a list of them right now. But I got a little bit of everything, a couple of dollars, a couple of quarters. The halves are real nice. The people really like those the satin halves. Here, I made you a nurse's note. Is that like a doctor's note where they're scribbled so badly you can't read them? Let's go back and look at these. There we go. So look at the 2 center, $250. You have the MS65 1881S, $140. Not a bad price. If you are interested in the 1914D NGC XF details, you let me know. We'll talk about that. We have the 1940 D nickel for $25. We have the 1955 S Lincoln MS66 at $22. The 1943 D steels, absolute beauties, $8 and $10. Okay, the satin cents, $1 a piece. It's hard to go wrong on those. It really is. And I'll put them in a flip so that it'll give them a little bit extra protection, of course, because they're still in that the cello, and the cello is really not that. It's better than Mylar. Okay, the MS63 Morgan for 53. I'd love to recover my investment on that. I read the wrong column. Okay, well, I won't lose too much. We have the brown, not the brown Ikes, the clad Ike cameo proofs, scrumptious. Not a thing wrong with them. $10 a piece. 72, 73, both 76s, type 1 and 2, 77 and 78. That's what I have available. $10 a piece. We have the, move that aside. The recap. We have the Barber $half at $15 a piece. And I lost my notes. You take them all, it's $70. What do we got? 1895 O. Right up here. 1899, 1902, 1908 O, 1910, and 1914 S. Take them all for 70. And get your, build yourself a little Barber set. Why not? Okay, we have the 1963 proofs, $1 a piece. Take pretty much as many as you like. Okay, you want them all? 75 cents a piece. Running out of room. I need like a shelf to hold all these little cards. We have the 1920 very good Buffaloes, $3 a piece. Retail is $4. And if you want them all, $2.50. Not too shabby. And we had the 3 rolls, 57D, 58, and 58D at $12 per roll. And they have been searched. Great shape, no dye varieties. Beautiful coins. Thank you very much. Now, one thing I'm trying to do is, of course, expand everything, do more announcements. If you have something going on your video channel, I'd love to announce at the start of the show. All right, we've got Lincoln Central. He's having a giveaway, and it's legal because you can get in for free. He had 1,000 subs. He's giving away a brown Ike. You have to go and watch his channel to find out how to get into that drawing. And we'll announce it here next Saturday night. It'll be fun. Why not? I can do it because I'm not giving anything away. And he's legal, so he can do it. There'll be no foreign shipping, so if you're foreign, don't bother because it ain't going to ship. You win the coin, but shipping foreign is $50, and you have to pay that extra. I'll ship it for $50. I bet there is an SMS with a peace dollar out there. Geez, is there a 64 SMS peace dollar? Wouldn't that be something, huh? Gosh. They made some, apparently they made some in 64 and melted the darn things down before anybody found out because there was a mistake in them. Who knows? Jeez, maybe I'll get one and just carve it with an X-Acto knife. Next Friday night, absolutely, every week. But if I can sell more coins, your coins, I'll have the big show on Sunday with the best coins, the best of the best. Because nobody else is doing this. Nobody is selling coins on YouTube as I am. Well, geez, let's keep this thing going and establish ourselves as the premier place to buy and sell coins. Coming up next week, I have a pile of proof Lincolns. Of course, I have to get through them and see what the heck I got because we got all kinds of stuff. Oop, drop that. We have some seated quarters. I've got a bunch of 3 centers that came in, so I'm going to pick through those and see what we got. I don't know what this is. I really don't. That's an 1867 XF. There you go. Great shape on this one. And I got a few more. I've got some 2 centers, and I've been waiting on those for 2 weeks now. I mean, they've been in the mail. They shipped out on the 3rd. Well, no, I ordered them on the 3rd. They shipped on like the 8th. Where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? This is so unfair. Here's a 1866 real pretty 3 center. And I have some American Eagles coming. MS-70, a whole batch of them. 5 of the darn things. So, we can all grab a few and share. So here's The chance here is to start building an invoice. I mean, it's no problem for me to segregate these in a place where nobody's going to get to them. Keep them set aside. 3-cent silver. Right now I have 3-cent nickels. I've been looking around for 3-cent silvers, but I think the prices are too high right now. So I'll just wait them out, and they'll get here. Need a flying eagle cent. I have one, but it's been promised to somebody. I keep working on it though. I'm trying to find some decent, VF and better. We'll get there. I want pizza. I got a roast in the oven. I got one of those Boston butts and carved it up. No, it's got nothing to do with a pig's butt. It's the box. That's the butt. And that's in the oven. Man, they're good. I can live on those things, which is a real good idea because I do. Yeah. And then we got Wednesday wheats. We're going to stick with the wheats and just offer the darn things so we can get some great looking wheats and finish your sets. Get your collections. Show it off. I only have one flying eagle in 1858 LL. Laverne and Laverne. Oh, large letters. Yeah, that would make sense. I get confused. I was binging on Happy Days on Netflix all day. Yeah, which is good because yesterday I binged on Dukes of Hazzard. And I think I got brain damage. That's Boss Hog. God, that makes me want to watch Ernest Goes to Camp 90 times. PC just says there are only 22 dimes, 28 Kennedy, 22 Lincoln, and 18 nickels. Not many. I heard 20 to 50 on the cents. 20 to 50 was a number being tossed around. I was reading that in, I think it was a Coin World article a couple of years back. Geez, how do you count them? They're nice. They're neat. You got to look for the teardrop on Kennedy. They have specific die markers on those, and they are real coins. A lot of people don't know they exist. There's so many coins out there, people don't know they even exist. They don't know about the satins. Some people they didn't know about 20-cent coins. Where'd that 2-center go? Where did it go? It's done lost. I have done up and lost it. Is that it? No. What's this? Yeah, they've never heard of 2-cent pieces. Right, and here's one right here. 2 cents. Yep, and that's a U.S. coin produced in the 1800s. The president who signed the existence of that coin into law was Abraham Lincoln. I bet you didn't know that one. Those exist because Abraham Lincoln made them legal. Hey, CJ, how are ya? I'm reading a 2008 article. They did make a 58. They did a 1856 Flying Eagle cent. Was it 500 or 300? Not too many. They were trial runs. And yeah, they got them. There's 2 centers out there. There are 2-cent coins. There are these things called patterns. Great coins. A real piece of history. Guys, go out and show me a design for a 2-cent coin. And they will create the dies and go through the process and create a couple of strikes. Just stamp 1, 2, maybe 5, maybe 7. And they create a pattern coin. And those patterns, they're crazy. There's a 2-center with George Washington on the front, right? And that's a pattern coin. And they are numbered. They know where they are. And they're worth, thousands to tens of thousands, some of these. So, yeah, there's stuff out there I don't know about yet. I mean, we've got a coin from 1795. It's got a silver plug in the middle, right? We got, let's see. Here's one. There's a 1910 VDB. Did you know about that one? There aren't many. They reused the die from the previous year. Well, it's supposed to be like that. It's only on the matte proofs. How about that one? I want to get one of those. I'm not sure about that Coin Dragon. Where's Coin Dragon? Weren't the 56s proofs? I think they were only proofs. I'd have to, that little bit, I'd have to probably, look it up. But that information is pretty much available easily. I used to have a 2-cent piece. I traded it. Wish I would have kept it. This one's available right here for $10. It's not the best. It does have, a good solid rim. The detail's not great. It's in very good. Where'd it go? I got it written. It's in good condition. There was some verdigris on the back, as you can see over there by America at 2 o'clock. But it does have a full rim, and the wear is fairly even, and that all by itself is kind of nice. If you want that for $10, I can do that for you. There is $3 shipping is the minimum on all orders. If that's what you want, get a hold of me at that email right up here. No, there's stuff from the Mint that workers only. Probably. I mean, if you worked at the Mint, wouldn't you goof off every now and then? Maybe drop a nail in the die and look, I got a dime that's on a nail. And then get it slabbed, but it's not really a dime. 1910S VDB. It would. The 1910 VDB is only on the matte proof. And back then, the matte proofs were done in Philadelphia, so there's no S. But there's only a few specimens. And it doesn't have the V. The V's kind of, been polished off. What else is out there? There's, of course, the 43s. Now, this one you've heard about because they're kind of famous with a 1943 cents. There you go. Were made on copper planchets, right? Well, it kind of makes sense. You turn off machines on Thursday. You're making 1942s. You turn them back on Friday. Of course, maybe I got a holiday in between. And now you're making 1943s. So while they're over there changing the dies, and this guy's sweeping the floor and changing the new hopper, nobody checked the machine to make sure all the old copper planchets were out of there. And, a few were in there. Stamp, stamp, stamp. What do you know? You got them in copper. So you get 1943. Look like this. Well, maybe not that nice. Then you got some 1944s. Same darn thing. These transitional metals are not uncommon. There are some 1970 silver, or 71 silver Kennedys out there. They are out there. So you got to weigh the darn things. How do you check? Yep, there's a 1959 Mule. There's a 1959 Lincoln that has the obverse of Lincoln. Okay, well, they all do. The 1959 date. Let's see, here's a 58. So you get a 1959 date, close to this, right? But you flip it over, and instead of saying a memorial, you get Old Faithful here. That's called a Mule. Kind of nifty. There's another famous one with the Sacagawea dollar and the Washington quarter. You got an eagle on each side. They're kind of neat. Well, no mint mark. I'm surprised nobody found a 1970p, but no mint mark. But, well, nowadays the mint mark is done early in the hubbing process instead of being done to the die. But that would have been a heck of a find had it been found. I'm still waiting for one to come out as a grease-filled die, because that'd be a real treat right there. I got a 1909p VDB, outstanding. I've got more. I probably got to list them. I got, 30 of them around here somewhere. Half the tube, anyway. I have hundreds. Yeah, 1909 VDBs, they're not really all that rare. They're hyped. They're popularized. The 1943 steels, they're popularized. The 1943D copper, you've probably heard of that because it's been popularized. Okay. It's that popularity. I mean, if you see something in the news, some kind of famous or valuable coin, go buy it, because there's going to be another 1,000 people right behind you, and they're going to try to buy it too. I really need to do an article on these undervalued coins. The 2 centers, terrifically undervalued. 3 centers. I cannot believe I can get one of those in decent shape for 20 bucks. I can't believe it. Where'd that one go? I can't believe how fast I can lose a coin valued at 20 bucks. There you go. Here's one. Nope, it went to the other side. They got 2 pockets, so I try to tap them. There we go. And it just bounces through. Okay. There you go. Same sort of thing. In the 1860s, you had a coin shortage. So to recover from that, of course, all the coins were being held because of the war. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. You hold on to such things as precious metals. So 1867, you had 2 cents, there's 3 cents, there's a half dime. There's 3 cents nickel, 3 cents silver, a little tiny thing there. They're just a sliver of silver. You got some great shape on this. What else? The half times. 8 years later, from '67, you had the 20 centers come out. Of course, those weren't popular because they made them the size of a nickel, and they said it's 80% size, the value of the quarter. No, that don't wash when your currency is silver based. Give us 80 cents worth of silver. They about threw those things in the gutter. But all sorts of things going on back in the day. You ready? Okay, a lot of people don't know this. You've got these, where are they? These silver commemoratives from back in the 20s, back in the 30s. There are gold Lost the camera. Damn it. We'll just go over here, that's all. There you go. You've got these silver commemoratives. This is San Diego, still on the desk here. Great looking piece, 90% silver. A lot of these commemorative series also have a gold coin to go with it. How about that one? So you got a 1935 silver $2.50 commemorative out there somewhere, and they're worth thousands. They didn't make a whole lot of them. Here we go. I still got to figure out what the value is on that one. So far, it eludes me. What do I get for a doubled on that? I got $3. What does that buy me? Pretty much, a Volkswagen. They got $1 coins, $2.50 coins. There was a quarter eagle. Eagle was $10. Nowadays, it's $1. Of course, you get the gold eagle was $5. Give me a standard here. Back then, though, they had the $1, $2, or $2.50. You had a $3. You get a $4. It was called a Stella because the girl's name was Stella. There was a coin to go with it. There was a gold coin to go with it. It was the Harcourt Fenton Mud. People don't know this stuff. It's a true story. I can't make this up. Yeah, me either. Don't even know if the 2018s are in circulation yet. The 2018 S proofs are out. They're not in circulation, but they have been issued by the Mint, and they're coming around. 10, 12 bucks. Give it time. They're coming. They're coming. But who's going to be the first one to find a 2018 in circulation? It's not really worth anything, but boy, you get those bragging rights. Look what I found. 2018, ding, 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 and everybody applauds. I mean, they stand up and applaud right there. Every year we get this. March is when you're going to see it, right around there. We got another month and a half, and we're going to see that first one. Took me a lifetime to get 2 1909 SVDB. Wow. It took me 40 years to get the first one. Yeah, you can do it. See, the coins, they don't stick with you for, a casual thing. They're not here for a season and then get canceled. Coin collection lasts a lifetime. I mean, I've been doing this for 40 years. I've been hardcore, taking it easy, and get right into it again. This is going to keep on going. If you get your kids interested, not only do you have something you can do together, because there's no end to the recreation, enjoyment, and just the storytelling behind it. You share time with people with this. I got my first Indian penny from my great-grandmother back in '77, and I would trade all those Indian heads for 1 hour with my great-grandmother. But we had, great times back then. Why not spend the time with your kids? Get into coin collecting. Have some fun. Oh, look at this one, son. That sort of thing. Yuck, yuck. I need 8 coins for my 41 to 74 penny book. Had it forever. I probably got them. Tell me what. Get a hold of me. Send me your email. Give me your list. And I'll work together a package for you. It is no problem at all. We got all kinds of them. Why no 2017 MS70s? I didn't know there were none. I suspect there would be. The Mint's been kind of sloppy lately. It's the way it goes. You remember back in the 70s and 80s, you can't get these high-end Lincoln cents. You can't. Just maybe they got somebody new in the shop just tearing the place up, coming in drunk, talking dirty to the boss. Come on, I'll take you. You can't fire me. I'm a government worker. Who knows, man? It's a workplace just like anybody else. Government rules. That's a great story. I love the stories. Coins make us remember. I'd love to look at coins with my late dad. Yeah, what would you give up just to spend an hour looking at coins with your old man, huh? Wouldn't that be something? I'd go fishing with mine. Of course, he used to stay on the, he'd go fishing. I'd stay on the dock. Because every time I'm moving the boat and I'm kind of fidgety, he'd always bitch, hold still, you're shaking the boat. What? I'll just stay on the dock. Drink a beer when they come in. I'd clean them and skin them and gut them and get them to Mrs. Dad, and she'd cook them up. God, I mean, we're talking fresh. Goes from the lake onto your plate in 15, 20 minutes. It's so fresh, we had to slap it. Gosh, that was good fish. And just be a pile, you know, and just help yourself. Just eat until you can't eat no more. Fresh trout, flaky and incredibly moist. Joanne did a great job of battering the stuff. And so she was some kind of pancake batter. Seriously, she didn't add milk. It's just, you know, dry. I don't know what she did, but I never had better. Unless I cooked it, of course. Because, you know, I can cook. Who's here? Mobile coins. 4 more subs, and I get my 500. Who wants to be my lucky 500? I'm going to go subscribe to Mobile Coins right now. He's gone. There he is. Let's see if I can make this work. Stop moving. Now, take a moment and go visit somebody here, huh? We all would like to reach that magic number of 1,000 subscribers so we can either get or stay monetized. And of course, then you have to have the view time. So, $4.95 is what it says for Mobile Coins. Mobile, send me
Larry the Legend here with Mobile Coins. I created this channel to connect with other people that are into coins and coin roll hunting.
Bear with me.
And as well as to promote my...
He's talking. Okay, now I'm going to give you a like.
Larry the Legend here with Mobile.
But I'm going to turn that off because I'm trying to stream. Okay, now I'll leave a little comment here. And here it is. Going to load. Hi. Love your work. There you go. Now we're best buds. 29 comments. You're at 397. Work it. Yeah, could be months. Jeez, it's tough to get up there. What are we looking? Oh, we're looking at the Ike still. Okay, Mobile. I hit you. Do me back. We got 38 watching. I don't know how many likes. We've been on for 1 hour and 42. We go past our time. I like to do this about an hour to 1 hour and a half. And we showed off some coins. And we talked. Life was good. So, also, go to YouTube. I'm going to show you this one more time. Let's see if I can get the screen. There's the screen. Go to YouTube, and you'll see the YouTube coin community. And apparently a whole bunch of people have been hitting that while I've been out. Okay, here it is. We got the channel of the week. It's Polly Nichols, right? Well, next week we'll have somebody else. You can go through. There's fun. There's games. There's stories. There's people to meet and talk to. People to add. Here's this camera on the group is identical to the one that I use and used in this show. It's $21 ship. I paid $37 for mine plus change. Come on, the prices are getting quite reasonable. But this is what you're looking at, and trying to make it work. There's a poll in here. What would you like to see more of? You want to see more coin identification, variety attribution, and determining value, the story. You want to see more explosions? You know, click the box. And I'm going to come up here, and I probably have a whole list of people that can be added. Okay, mentioned, asked to join, posted, Polly's, got a oh, I don't know. There's so much stuff going on here. I had a drop of vegetable oil. Chris, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, anyway, that's what's going on. Get over in there and check out that group. I've got the link in the descriptions. Do you have any red boxes? I have some coming. I actually have about 2 remaining right now. and that's it. They're $1.50. I don't make much on them. I find they're really handy to ship with. You can just load up the coins. The problem with the boxes and the pages, they have to be shipped in a larger envelope. So shipping is $7.50. So if you're going to get a big package, that's the time to order, you know, the boxes and the pages and the heavy stuff. Video on and off. Okay, let's call it good. Not sure, but he was a lead supervisor for 30 years. Okay, we're dragging. Let's call it good. Let's call it a night. Lagging is, yeah, it goes, this thing go for an hour and a half, and then it always ends up lag. I think it's YouTube's way of saying, time to go home. It's closing time. You'd have to go home, but you can't stay here.